Hey guys, it's Susan from Tamagems. How is everybody doing today? I hope everybody's well. I hope everybody's having a great day. So far, so good for me on this side. I want to show you what I made. The owl is so sweet. So you can wear this, teachers, pediatricians, nurses, librarians, anybody who works with children and you want to dress up a little for Halloween, you need some Halloween jewelry, make this. This necklace is so sweet. Let me show you how to do this. Okay, to get started making our necklace, the main focal of our necklace is the owl. So the owl, the lampwork bead, the bumblebee, the candy corn, and the stainless steel chain. These are the items from Pandahall, and you can find their link in the description, and you will also get the coupon is there for 10% off your first order, your entire first order on any of the products from Pandahall. So you're also going to need some stringing wire, and this is 49 strand. You're going to need black crystals. These are 8mm. You'll also need these little orange 6mm cat's eyes. So these are really sparkly, shiny, and they kind of look Halloweenish to me. You're also going to need 4 jump rings. These are stainless steel jump rings in a size, I think these are 6, but let me just see for a second what size these are. Yeah, these are 6mm. So you'll need 4 of these. You'll also need, to make your component between your owl and your necklace, you're going to need 2 crimp beads, 2 wire guardians, a 2-inch piece of wire in 22 gauge, and you'll also need a couple of black crystals, spacers, and your orange lampwork bead. For tools, you'll need your crimping pliers, your flush cutters, your round nose pliers, your bent chain nose pliers, and to cut your chain, you'll need some memory wire cutters. So don't attempt to use your flush cutters on this, because this is very, very strong chain. You'll ruin your flush cutters. So you've got to use memory wire cutters for that, and also you'll need a ruler. Okay, so let's get started. Starting off by cutting about 20 inches of my 49 strand wire. And then what I have to do is I actually have to use my crimp bead first on here, because I have to secure one end. Oops. So let me put on my crimp bead, and then I'm going to put my wire guardian on. So I'm going to go up one side of the channel. See if I can find it. There we go. One side, and then I'm going to come around. I have to hold this. Then I'm going to come around the top, bring it through, pull it, and then come back down my crimp bead like this. So now what I have to do is I actually have to crimp this. So I'm going to take I'm using little pocket crimpers because I find it fits my hand better. So I'm going to take my last notch right there, the back one, and I'm going to go ahead and crimp it down, press it down once, rotate my pliers, put it in the front notch, and press that down really tight. Okay, so I've got one side done. Now I'm going to go ahead and string my beads. So let me just adjust this so it's straight up and down, and I don't mess up my pattern. So let's see. So I've got 4 at the top. Then I'm coming in with my candy corn, Then I'm going to add 3 more beads, coming in with my bumblebee. Let me adjust my camera. And with this, I'm going to break up the pattern and add a cat's eye in the middle. Then I'm going to add an orange Lampwork bead right across from the bumblebee. Okay, so what I'm going to do is start at the top on one side. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to string on my orange cat's eye, my black crystal, another orange cat's eye, black crystal, my candy corn. So actually, let me look at this and see if it's going the right way. So this is, I have to turn this the other way. So let me put it on this way. So it falls like that. And with this wire, I can tuck it in the bead, the next bead, and hang on to that, put it through the black crystal, and I can keep going or I can cut it, but I think I'll just keep going to hide the wire like that. So now what I have to do is put on my black crystals. So I've got 3 of these, and the bumblebee is the same way. I have to string him so he's facing the right side. So he's got to go upside down, so he goes straight up. And then I'm going to add my 3 more crystals and my orange Lampwork bead. And then finishing off with my 4 crystals. So this is the top, and this is the bottom where the owl is going to hang. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to actually put this side aside, and I'm going to work on my owl because my owl has to go in the middle of my necklace. So let's work on this connector. So I'm going to get my 2-inch piece of wire, and I'm first going to make a loop here at the bottom. I'm just going to use my round nose pliers and turn it into a loop, and then I'm going to bring it back in and break the neck so it's even. So what I made is an eye pin. Now I'm going to go ahead and string on my connector beads. So I've got a spacer, a black crystal, I've got another spacer, another Lampwork bead. I'm going to bring in another spacer, crystal, and I'm going to top it off with an end cap. So now I'm going to, let me get my chainnose pliers, bring the wire to the back, cut off so I have a centimeter of wire showing. Using my round nose pliers, I'm gonna loop it towards me until the wires touch, like that. Now I can go ahead and string on my, oh, I forgot to add my owl. Okay, so I'm gonna add my owl first. So let's open this up using our chainnose pliers. twisting it open, hanging on the owl, and twisting it back. Okay, so there's our connector. Now I'm going to go ahead and hang on my owl. Put it through here. So it looks like that. And now I can go ahead and finish stringing on the other side. So I'm going to add my 4 crystals. My candy corn, crystal, my orange cat's eye, another orange lampwork bead, black crystal, candy corn, crystal, cat's eye, crystal, and finishing off with my cat's eye. Okay, so there's our necklace. Pretty. So far, so good. So now what I need to do is put on my crimp bead and my wire guardian, and then I need to connect all of that to my chain. And I'm gonna have to measure this first to see what this measures out to, which is about 5 inches. Okay, so let me finish putting on my crimp and my wire guardian. Okay, so I'm going to add my crimp, then I'm going to come up one side of the channel. See if I can find it. There it is. Okay, put that through. I'm going to hang on to this. Come down the other side, pull that, come into my crimp bead, and I can go through a couple of my beads. I think I can go through a few more, so I'll go through another cat's eye, and my black crystal. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull this. Now I'm going to check this and make sure that there's no gaps. Oh, this one is showing, so let me get my pliers, and I can either try to push it back in here or I can just cut it off. I think I'm just going to cut it. So let me cut this as close to the bead as I can. Okay, so that looks good. Okay, I've got this good. Now I can go ahead and crimp using my back notch. I'm going to squeeze it once, rotate my pliers, and squeeze it again in my front notch. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut off my tail. Okay, so now what we have is we've got our owl component done, we've got the sides of our necklace, We already measured this, it's 5 inches. And so now we have to decide what length necklace we want, where we want it to fall. So what I need to do is necklace. So 5. I'm going to add 2 jump rings on each side of this. On the other side is 10. But I'm not going to need I don't want to clasp, so I'm going to just measure out 18 inches of chain. So we've got 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So this is where I'm going to cut it, and I have to use my memory wire cutters for this. All right. Now what we're going to do is put it together. So I'm going to get my chainnose pliers, and okay, so I'm going to open this up, add it to my wire guardian, add the end of my chain here, close it up. I'm actually going to use 2 jump rings on each side. So I'm going to go ahead and open up another one, add it to my wire guardian, put it through my chain, and close it up. Okay, so we've got one side done. We're going to do the same on the other side. Put on our wire guardian, add on our chain, close it up, the same with the other jump ring, 2 jump rings on each side, through the guardian, through the chain, and close it up. And there we have our beautiful Halloween owl necklace. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And don't forget to check out Pandahall for all your jewelry supply needs. Thanks for joining me. See you again next time.